knob. Okay, feed her dinner. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get through this without sneezing my head off. It already doesn't seem like that's going to be possible. I have just been sneezing a lot. My hair is like absolutely out of control. It's fine. I just got back from a lovely lunch and knitting with two friends that I do not see often enough, Grace and Heather. Grace is a little minky on Instagram. She has the Catnit podcast. She is a tech editor. She's worked at yarn stores for years. She's insanely talented. And Heather, also insanely talented, is a gorgeous yarn dyer. Just a fabulous eye for color, and just the cutest themes and things that she curates for her collections that she does. And I love when I get to spend time with them, and I have not been able to sit down with them for quite a while. So it was so nice. I drove up into the city and met with them. I say into the city, into really past the city, into a different faraway suburb. What is happening? Man, I got home and my sinuses just went crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do a little Vlogmas podcast because I have so many things to talk about. I'm feeling very high on yarny energy from sitting with friends. I'm also simultaneously freezing, but let's open some advent calendars. We haven't done that in a couple of days. Day 12 of Love and Stitches is, it's tied in a knot. I have to untie the knot first. Okay, so day 12 is this. Ooh, that's really pretty. Claudia hand painted. Very pretty. And day 13 of this swap is Ooh, this is like this almost looks like minty peachy brown. Maybe. It's really nice. Look how pretty. That's pretty color accurate right there as the light changes, because it's a dreary and rainy day here. Okay, what's next? Let's do Yarn Ink. So day 12 is Whispers in the Dark. Ooh, we're getting into like navy bluey purples. I don't know if you can tell from there. It's definitely like a bluey purple. And day 13 is called Glow in the Shadow. Oh yeah, almost like let's see, here's day 12. Can you tell the difference? It's so subtle, it's gorgeous. This is ever so slightly lighter. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so that is Yarn Ink, and this is a DK weight, which I'm actually quite excited. I've not gotten any DK weight minis, and so I'm pretty excited about that. And now that I'm thinking about it, there is a sweater that, what is happening? There is a sweater that Grace from the Catnip podcast is knitting, and it's an Advent sweater and it's a DK weight. She's holding fingering weight double. But I just remembered I'm gonna have to look at that sweater, because maybe, oh my gosh, so gross, my sniffing. Okay, let's do Chelsea Luxe. We have number 12 is Hudson Yards. Ooh. Well, isn't that pretty? Just moved on to pink. Not mad about that. And 13 is Big Chelsea Bag. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay, then we have, what is this? This is the Fiber Fox. Day 12 is called Acorn. Beautiful. That's really quite color accurate. And day 13 is called Rust Gill. Ooh. Look at that. There's the transition right there. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I just love it. Okay, so this is 12. And 13. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the Suburban Stitcher Advent. Day 12 is this pink. We are definitely in like the magentas moving. The color is weird right now because of the gray sky. And then day 13 is getting a little bit lighter, a little bit different shade. So this is 12, this is 13. As you can see right there. Okay, let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Okay, so first up, little bit of shop news. I added in some festive minis. So it's a set of 5 minis. They're not named, but it's this red, really pretty Christmas red. It's not frost and it's not spearmint, it's somewhere in the middle. If I were to dye it alone, I would call it wintergreen. There's that one. There's this bright Barbie pink, a chartreusey green, and like a ballerina slipper pink. And so it's a set of 5 minis. This is on the glitter, which is gold stellina. And I dyed them because I thought they just looked so fun with the feeling festive. So it sort of pulls out a lot of these colors that are in there. There's that kind of minty wintergreen color, the bright hot pinks, the chartreusey greens. Yeah. So these are both ready to ship, feeling festive and festive minis. That is in the shop. As far as my personal crafting, I finished my Handspun that I was working on. Well, technically this is the second thing I'm in my spin along it's the first thing that's totally done, but it's the second thing that I started. This is the Hello Yarn October Fiber Club. The color was called We've Got Ghosts. And as you can see, it's a very like yellowy, brownish gray, grello-y color. It is super fluffy and squishy. Before I washed it, it was 470 yards, and it will be less than that. I don't know the percentage that it shrunk. I did not remeasure it, but it is I would say 425 if I had to guess. 425 yards of on average, fingering to sport weight. Some are lace, some parts are super fluffy. But I think when it's all knit up, it definitely will knit as a fingering weight. So, and it's 470 yards to 4 ounces roughly. So 450, 425, somewhere in there. I'm getting better with my consistency, I think. I think it's pretty looks good. You know, of course, all these areas that I'm showing you are the big fluffy parts, but yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. And then I had a little bit left on one bobbin, and so I did a chain ply. This is about 15 yards of a chain ply. I didn't weigh it. I don't know what that is. It's probably like 5 grams at the most. It's not very much. So yeah, that is that. I have a little bitty collection of like fingering to sport weight chain plied little bitty minis that are my leftovers. And so I'm trying to come up with like something I can do with them. Maybe it'll be like a granny square, something or other. I don't know. So that is finished and super fun. I'm pretty excited with that. Me and probably the rest of the knitting and spinning world are pretty inspired by Andrea Mowry's new pattern that was released yesterday. I can't remember what it's called, but she knit her samples in Handspun and then had some commercial yarns and other hand-dyed companies knit up some samples. I actually pulled out some Handspun before that came out that I wanted to kind of combine a few braids that were similar to spin them together to get more yardage. And when I saw her project, I thought, I now know what I'm gonna be aiming for. So that's really good. You saw me wind a few days ago this yarn for a vest by Kate Oates. And I'm working on it and it's crazy and I love it. So it's the striped market vest. I'm using 2 different colors of spin cycle in the plump base. This is Ghost Ranch and Echo Echo. This is the front. You can see the little V-neck there, sort of right there. Front, and then the back. Back looks a little less crazy than the front right now. I am right at the point where I need to read the directions and figure out I'm connecting under the underarms. So I've sort of loosely tried it on. It's not connected here, so I can't really try it on, but I put it over. It looks like it's gonna go down far enough. It should be fine. And yeah, so it's actually been going quite quickly when you actually work on it. You know, I think I wound this up like Friday, maybe, this yarn. And so to be this far in and just, 4 or 5 days of knitting, 4 days of knitting, and not even a lot of time every day, just here and there, it's pretty good. And then, but because I knew I had to do some finagling and some things, I did not bring that to Socially Knit today. I pulled out a project that honestly, it's not in my Ravelry queue because I completely forgot about it. But it was the perfect little like easy peasy, fun and festive thing to knit today. So this is the, what is it called? Magpie Darling Scarf. And I bought this kit from the Crafty Jackalope, Amanda Kafka, when I was in Vancouver for Knit City, like in 2018 or 2019. I cannot remember the exact I cannot remember the exact year. I'm pretty sure, maybe 2019. I don't know. But it is just a fluffy garter stitch scarf knit with, so the main yarn is Wool Addicts by Lang Yarn. I guess the water is the base, and it's basically alpaca, pretty sure. Let's see. 100% baby alpaca, yes. It's super soft, like crazy soft. So that's really nice. And then it's striped, as you can see, periodically with a sequin sparkle yarn. And I'm using this red sequin, and it's just made, I mean, pink and red forever. It's so good. Her sample, of course, and I will do this. I don't want to show you the pattern, but she has these big tassel or fringe tasselies on the end, and I will absolutely do that. I don't know if I'll have this to put in the tassels, but I will definitely have some of the yarn left, or I will make sure to have some of the yarn left. But yeah, I think I'm about halfway through, trying to like see, maybe a little less than halfway. So that's nice to be just zooming. I actually got like 2 repeats done probably today while I was sitting and knitting with friends. So that's really great. It's sometimes, you know, just a mindless, don't have to think about it project. And since this one has been on the needles since like October of 2019, it'd be pretty nice to get it done. Okay, I think that's what's going on here. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing for dinner, but I'm just gonna go back to some knitting and some drinking of hot tea because my fingers are freezing.